Our MIC AGM recently in the national level, PM announced that and mentioned that he is the father of the Indian development agenda in Malaysia. Bapa Pembangunan Masyarakat India, the word he used. And there has been some criticism from different opposition leaders who say that the Indian situation is still in dire need. He said that for very obvious reasons, because as a deputy prime minister at that time, during Pala's time, PM Dato Sri was the first man who chaired and asked to be to be the chairman of the cabinet committee for the Indian community to look into the various problems facing the Indians at that time, to look at a comprehensive development agenda to put the community back to track. And I was there as a deputy minister at that time in the Prime Minister's office, and we've attended the first meeting chaired by him. And we are grateful, but that has now blossomed into the Malaysian Indian Blueprint to come up with very solid, concrete programs with 39 key performance indicators, with 4 different areas of concern to be looked at and to be developed through fundings and manpower resource from the government itself. First is, of course, we talked about foundations, family, poverty. And then second one, we talked about education and youths. Third one, economy and employment. And the fourth one on culture, religion, and language. I think we got the whole thing encompassed. This clarity came after nearly 10 years working on the Indian community slowly. When I was in the Prime Minister's department, when PM became the Prime Minister now, in 2009, he initiated a number of programs through the Economic Planning Unit. Namely, Tekon was started by him, Amana Itia was started by him. Then he came out with the program for enhancing Tamil school development, and slowly many other things were done. The Ikase fraternity, and the Maikase through the dialogue group. We started many more to give programs for the community. And it has matured to a different level now. Slowly but definitely, in the last 6-7 years, we can see the change, where it has come concretely into agencies, units that are there to implement this process. And of course, the most recent successful one is the launching on the 23rd of April 2017, the Malaysian Indian Blueprint, that gave birth to SIDIC, this Socio-Economic Development Indian Community, where 58 staff, a department by itself, to oversee the various programs and implementation and effectiveness of this of the Indian agenda. And we are grateful to him because these efforts were done very conscientiously and very sincerely, not to do a political stunt. And MIC has been given the empowerment to do the framework, to help to realize these directions, where we have an executive council chaired by the MIC President Dr. Subramaniam, and we are now all the deputy ministers seated within, and we have another community engagement council. We bring all the major NGOs to come and give us input concurrently, and of course the KSP, the Finance Ministry Secretary General, of course, Dato Sri Srigar Abdullah, is now empowered to look into implementation through the governmental agencies, effective implementations. So all the necessary framework has already been laid with the right resources, and we are moving forward. If the oppositions are screaming in Selangor, in Penang, and other places that it's all an eyewash, I think they don't have anything to talk about. It's just politics of lies. They want to bring all these to probably poison the mind of the people. And I think the community basically must work on our strength. What is available? How do we now reach it to the people who need it? And come and see us and communicate with us very, very constantly, effectively, to see how in every one locality or area, an Indian community can be helped. There's tremendous amount of support given now. Even the government servants are much more inclusive. The Pangaras, the KSUs, where every 3 months PM meets with us, with all the Secretary General of Ministries, to ensure that whatever has been laid out, for example, until 2018, we got 39 matters or KPIs to settle. And we look into how all this can be realized. And now I think what my advice is, very sincerely, the community must come forward. Leadership must be created at all levels, from the family to NGOs to government departments or whatever possible, temples, where we can now empower the community through these efforts, through our own efforts and also through governmental efforts. I think we're in the right direction. We are poised for a change. And being negative too much about this will make us a bit more suspicious about things. It can make us go weaker. I think we should go towards a more positive direction. We can listen to the opposition. I think constructive criticism is necessary to check and balances. But to be blatant, to be liars, I think is totally wrong. And I think spiritually also is totally something out of place. And I would like to advise them, come and see us also opposition. See how we can help the community through them. That should be a better approach. And these states, Selangor and Penang, for example, in the opposition, needs our help too. And we are doing so much even in these states. Even in Kelantan we are doing, because in Kolakrai we have a lot of Indians there. So this is our approach. We don't care who they are. We are not bothered their political ideology. The community needs support now. And we want to bring them to the mainstream of development. We have this gangsterism issue, which is serious. We have to sort it out very seriously. We've got now dropouts, which have to be looked into. We've got employment issues we have to look into. And now the next direction is to migrate the Indians towards an entrepreneurial community. That's the future, because the world is changing. So these are our deep thoughts that we have for the community. Let's work together. God bless us. Thank you.